Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, 4D. Good evening, Viv.
Good evening, 4D. Good evening, Bronze.
It is Thursday, the 11th of September, 2025. Storm and Teacup, episode 31.
I should go, ooh, as if to say I've only just heard it's September the 11th, but you just told me that 5 minutes ago, but I'll still do it. It's, crazy. It's September the 11th. It's the anniversary of that tragic day.
Yeah, preceded by another tragic day yesterday. A very, very tragic day, I have to say.
Yeah, and we've had a blood moon, a full moon, so it's all crazy at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. I suppose we have to kick off by talking about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, sure.
It's just awful.
I've watched lots of his. He's probably a weekly thing. I must see him at least, and I mean very at least once a week. And that guy has taught me so much. Debating is definitely an American thing. It's definitely not a British thing per se. The Americans are very good at debating, and I've learned a lot of. As I've always said, I'm still an angry little bastard most of the time, and he's one of those people that helps me understand the stupidity of losing your temper and being angry, and when all these threats and these horrible people that talk about him, the things they say that he's like a Nazi and all this, it pains me because the guy is helping someone like me to learn to debate and learn not to lose my temper. It couldn't be more of a nicer guy. Yeah.
Has he ever advocated violence? I don't know. I've seen a few of his. He used to hold up signs saying, "Prove I'm wrong." I think. I've seen a few of them, and has he ever talked about violence against someone or been even offensive? I don't. Well, offense is such a broad term now. So that doesn't really mean anything. But it's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's probably the least offensive person I listen to. That's for sure.
Well, he was always very in his debates. He was always very considerate and polite to everyone he was debating. He would never fly off the handle or resort to insults. It was always about just let's have an exchange of ideas.
Exactly, and that's what I took from him. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. I found it quite strange because obviously, like everyone else, I heard he'd been assassinated yesterday. And although I was well aware of Charlie Kirk, I didn't tend to really follow him that much or listen to a great deal of his stuff. But when I found out he'd been assassinated and he'd died, I was shocked. It really affected me, and I wouldn't have expected it to affect me that much, but it really did. And I'm still kind of a bit in shock about it. So it's quite a hard one. I'm still having trouble getting my head around it right now.
What aspect of it? I'm interested. What aspect is the most shocking to you?
Just obviously it was completely unexpected. Because although he did rub people up the wrong way with his views, he was always about promoting Christianity and the family and kind of good family and moral values, but he was sort of anti-trans and anti-abortion and all of this sort of stuff. So he obviously got on the wrong side of people, but he wasn't a really antagonistic type character that a lot of people that you see online or in the news these days. He's nowhere near that level of antagonism. So it was just that was shocking to me. And then I just thought about his poor family. He's got 2 young kids, and for them to lose their father like that is just it's unbearable to think about.
Yeah,
and his wife, of course.
And what's the point? What is the point? Because His name is worldwide now. People may not have heard of him before, but they've certainly heard of him now. The BBC has been leading with the story for two days.
Well, he was a
So-
very influential voice. It's said that he was very influential in helping Trump to win the last election. And he was going into universities. That was his whole thing. This whole Turning Point USA thing was going into American universities, which are notoriously woke and left wing, and actually talking to the students and trying to kind of talk them around and explain to them and get them to really consider both sides of the argument. And he was very successful at doing that and very good at it. So, and also maybe it's it was sending a message. Whoever was behind this wanted to send a message.
That's very interesting. I'll go into this in a minute.
Yeah, and also just to create more division between the left and the right, to try and stir it up even more, get the conservatives and the MAGA really rolled up to try and create some kind of civil disorder. It seems.
Mm-hmm. And we don't know. We are only speculating.
Of course.
But it's a pretty good damn shot, wasn't it? I mean, in the sense of marksmanship, certainly not the fact that they got him, but it was a shot into the carotid artery.
Well, to my mind, it was a professional hit. This wasn't one a lone crazed gunman like some of the others that have gone on recently. This looked like it was very well organized and coordinated and planned, and it was a professional hit. It really does seem like that to me.
Apparently, when he was shot, he was talking about free speech.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I asked you what aspect of it was most shocking, because that's the aspect that was most shocking to me. That it would have still been shocking, and so don't take this wrong way, but I would have expected if it had just been some young disillusioned transgender or some disillusioned coloured person or someone that had an axe to grind against the free speech he was talking about. But the fact that it was a professional, I think like you two, I personally think it could have been a professional hit. The way that's the bit that shocks me. I thought they would be trying to stay away from that right now, but what that does then tell me is that the deep state are worried because they want us, they want the general public to do these things, and maybe they're a bit worried that it's not going the way they wanted it to. And the likes of Trump and Tommy and all the other people, there's many others, but I'm not good at names, that are telling everyone not to fight. Maybe we are winning. That's right. Sorry, and that's not a win because a man's just died, and I don't want it to sound like that, but in that respect, even.
Well, the very fact that they haven't apprehended the gunman yet tells me that it was all planned. He had, I'm presuming it's had an escape route, and didn't leave any shell casings or a shell casing.
Well, within the last hour, that's completely changed. We do know it's a man. Well, they've released a photograph of someone they want to talk to, but the guy's dressed all in black with a balaclava pulled up. So I think they've probably got the right guy here. But that aside, yes, they've released. So whether he's professional or not, he was silly enough to show his face at one point, and also the bullets. They've recovered some of the rounds, and apparently there was slanderous things about Trump or transgenderism or something.
You know what? That is really suspicious to me. That is so suspicious.
Absolutely.
Because if it was a professional hit, they wouldn't have done that.
No,
they wouldn't have done that.
No, and if they wanted to make it look like it was a crazy, then they would have had a patsy up there and not someone that can get away. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but in order to blame the people that they wanted to blame, they would have left that. It would have been someone who. It's bizarre, though, isn't it? Because I think in the latest news they found someone called Oswald, that's the name. Yes,
Oh,
that's what.
really? Oswald? Are you joking? Oh,
I am joking. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think that's a joke. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I know. We know that they do this. Everyone knows that the CIA and that do these things. It's just waiting to find out what's going to come of it now, I suppose.
they'll find
Yeah.
someone. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the repercussions of this are going to be huge. Whatever they may be, this is going to be. I mean, it's ironic that he was the founder of Turning Point USA, and it really does seem like this could be a turning point.
Tommy Robinson was just saying that on Dan Wootton, and he said, no matter however many turn up to the Freedom Rally tomorrow on the 13th, we're going to make it a big thing about him as well. And good for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Lee Harvey Oswald is the name of the person.
All right. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, this could be as significant as something like a Martin Luther King being shot. It could rank up there with that level of significance, I think, in terms of the cultural impact of it, and how it goes down in history.
So we'll have years of speculation of who really did it. If they find someone, will they a patsy? Yes.
Well,
but you're forgetting that Trump's in charge. Things aren't going to be the same, and whether it's a close friend or not, it's a colleague of Trump's. He speaks highly of him, so I think he knows him well enough to. This one won't be pushed around, no.
Well, I'd like to think not.
It's hard to ignore.
Oh, it's impossible to ignore.
So is this? So is that? I'm thinking to myself, is it a psyop?
How? In what way? How can it be a psyop?
Well, that the shooter, it's staged that the shooter is not who they seem. Much like several other assassination attempts, several other events, we're not kind of sure really that
Personally, I think this was professional enough to be done by. I don't think this is a false flag or anything. I think this is actually the deep state again, whatever we want to call them. This is one of their rage moves. This is sort of. I don't wish to say that we're winning when we're talking about a man that's just died, but the idea that they're so scared they've had to put out a hit on someone. They couldn't get a patsy. They couldn't do this. They couldn't do that. I think that's what we're playing with. I don't think this is a false flag, and that's why I hope that within 24 hours a picture has been released, and I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we finish this chat, something else has happened.
But are they going to find the real shooter? That's what I'm saying.
Well, that remains to be seen. But it really does seem like a lashing out of a cornered and wounded animal. That's what it seems. And I really think, I mean, it's quite possibly could be a deep state move. But at this point, I think we should stop calling them the deep state and we should start calling them the shallow state, because they're becoming really obvious to see now, their moves.
Just call them the state if you want.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, pray for the soul of Charlie Kirk. Whatever you thought of him, nobody, involved in general discourse, polite discourse, should be shot. Nobody should be shot.
No, nobody. Yeah.
One thing. One thing it has done, it has really, especially amongst the right-wing commentators, highlighted the violent rhetoric which has been coming from those on the left in recent years, and a lot of blame has been thrown on them for creating this atmosphere. Yeah,
I mean these are liberals, aren't they? American liberals. It's slightly different to other sort of areas of the left, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I use the term left.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, people have been celebrating this death.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And
one
we have it
post
in this
says,
country.
"Yeah, no." One post says, "Let's go." What the hell? What?
We have it in this country as well. It made me think of Ricky Jones, the guy who was let off for calling for people to cut the throats of the fascists. You know, at a demonstration.
This nebulous far right, this nebulous fascism that's stalking the land, but nobody can quite point out to them. I was thinking I might join the far right, so I had a little look, and I couldn't find them.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bogeyman, isn't it? The far right.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's up in arms about this, and it does seem. I mean, even those in the government here are at it in terms of their rhetoric. You know, sort of not openly calling for violence, but insinuating it, and it's happened in the US as well. There's loads. Remember Maxine Waters coming out and saying, if you see them out in the streets or in the restaurants, go out and harass them, and it's like it's unbelievable. It's just shocking. And this is the result of that of so-called responsible people with influence using this type of rhetoric. And and it almost exclusively comes from the caring sharing left.
Yes, it does seem to.
I can't remember who it was who said it. I think it was someone called Q or something. And they said you can't tell people they're wrong. You can only show them. And I often come back to this. You know, that this last 4, 5, 6 years has just been a slow unraveling for, you know, this painful process of showing people what the heck has been going on in this country. Because, you know, you look at the all of the likes of Talk TV, the other one, and they're all talking about stuff that you, me, and Viv, and many others have been talking about for many years. Never thought we'd hear them talking about stuff like the deep state, assassinations, all the things that I hear. And I think to myself, you know, that's why it's getting really bad, because it's, you know, we are in the midst of a war. We have this conversation each week, and we do say that to each other, and we say it to the people up at the park and that, and I know they're aware of it, but I feel sometimes that we forget to sort of say, because we're just chatting to each other, we're not thinking about the people that are listening, is that, you know, I certainly, I personally believe we're in the middle of a massive war at the moment, a massive power struggle that's going on. And so the things that I've known about for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever it is, and you guys, other people are only just getting a glimpse into this at the moment. Imagine how frightened they are.
Well, yeah, I mean, the point you made there about certain people now, such as you know, kind of what you call influencers or broadcasters or alternative media, are now, over the last few days, in the wake of the Charlie Kirk assassination, have now come out and openly saying we are at war. Maya Tusi reported on it yesterday, and that was one of the first things he said: we are at war. Dan Wootton pretty much said the same thing today, and even on Talk TV, Alex Phillips had someone on, and they basically said, "Yeah, we are at war." They're all saying it now. We are at war.
I've been saying this for years.
We all have, yeah. We all have, yeah.
The state has declared war on the people.
Yeah.
And the gloves are off. Their fangs are bared. We can see them. They hate us.
That's it. We saw it at the beginning of COVID. That's why the likes of us started talking. I'm shocked to my back core that not more people realised it then. But yeah, it's been a long time. So, I mean, when did, remind me the year that was again?
2020.
COVID. Yeah, 2020. Yeah,
2020.
Yeah.
Right.
War was declared by Boris Johnson on the 23rd of March 2020, and he said, "You must stay indoors." How dare they? How bloody dare they tell us to stay indoors? What? So that's when I knew we are at war.
And that's 5 years ago. So yeah, we're deep in the doo-doo at the moment.
Yeah. Did any of you happen to catch that speech that Ursula von der Leyen said?
Yeah.
I didn't. And she was basically saying the battle lines have been drawn, and she was talking about the new world order. And it's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
just they're still
Yeah,
at it. They're
they're,
still at
they're,
it.
the
They're
whole
opening
game,
some-
it's all interlinked in my view.
Mm.
We've reached the end of an economic cycle. People are panicking. They're overloading governments with states with debt that cannot be repaid. It's impossible to be repaid. They want to collapse the economy, bringing a global government under central bank digital currency control and passports, health passports. It's there. But Viv, he's such a conspiracy theorist, isn't he? No, this is all published. It's
No,
all
you're
there.
not anymore. No, that's the thing. You're not anymore.
Yeah,
I think everyone's realizing it.
If you want to find this stuff, just go and look. Go and look at the government documents, the documents from the UN, from the WHO, from all these globalist organisations. I discount slightly the WEF. I think they're a bit of a Potemkin village. It's set up there, but I mean, of course, they've got their ideas, their crazy ideas, and they do reflect the ruling elite who need this reset. They need it badly.
Mm.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was it last week we were talking about the Russian ministry putting out some "Where we go one, we go all."
Oh no, that was something I sent you. Yeah, that was one of the Russian ministers actually just openly saying from dark to light,
From dark to light,
where we go, posting
yeah,
it on X or whatever it was, just blatant. It's like there's no there's no smoke and mirrors or no attempt to be cryptic about it. It was just there.
That's right. Yeah.
So they're all kind of, I don't know. Yeah.
And then they're caught up with Poland at the moment.
Yeah. I don't quite know what's going on with that. Apparently, Russia violated Polish airspace with some drones, but they didn't attack Poland. They were just attacking apparently somewhere in Ukraine near the Polish border.
Yeah.
So it was a flyover, really.
Yeah, it's a bit sketchy, the details. So yes, it's that's another angle of attack. They're trying to whip up war against Russia.
That's insane. How many millions would die? But how many millions would die in a war like that?
Too many.
Yeah, for a banker's war.
Yeah, another one.
I believe Poland's got one of the biggest armies in Europe as well. Believe it or not.
Well, it's their what is it? Their prime minister, or is it their president? I don't know which. He only a few days earlier visited with Trump, didn't he? What's the guy's name? Navrocky. Navrocky is the guy's name, I think.
Wouldn't know.
He went and visited Trump, and Poland seemed to be, on the whole, quite based in terms of European countries. Although Donald Tusk seems to have. He's one of these globalist idiots has seized control. I think he's a president. Is he? I'm not sure. I think he's a president, and Navrocky is a prime minister. Donald Tusk is a bad guy. I don't know about Navrocky, but I mean, Poland have refused immigration. They don't have a problem with immigration because they just didn't allow it. Which does beg the question, as an EU member, and we're not even, the UK is not even a member of the EU. Why can't we do the same?
Because of actually, Bonds, it's because of Brexit. If we're in Brexit,
you're right. Okay.
What a shabby argument that is.
Well, it's desperation. That's clutching at straws. Very, very uneducated argument, that one is.
Yes, well, it's an uneducated argument made by the educated, so-called
the overeducated.
Yes, that's right.
Should we say the over-indoctrinated?
Ooh, We could.
Ooh, matron.
Oh, matron. Yeah.
And the whole Mandelson's thing. As you know, I love my PMQs on a Wednesday, but it was really interesting the way they were going at Starmer over the whole Mandelson stuff. You know, it was very the part of it I found very interesting was she was very specific about times and dates, and she said,
"Who's she?"
Sorry, Kemi Badenoch.
All right.
Was very specific when she was sort of saying to Keir, right, you know, Mandelson, this, that, and the other, and she said she used names such as prolific pedophile and one of the most disgusting. She was using strong words, and she said specifically this date and this time to this date and this time, we have the paperwork of what Mandelson was doing, and you know, it was just it was an aura of. You know, is she just launching this on Keir right now? And then the next day he was gone. It was very interesting, very interesting.
Well, he shouldn't have been there in the first place. It was a terrible appointment, right? I mean, that was when Starmer appointed when he first got into power, and he appointed all of his people. Mandelson, as a UK ambassador to the US, stood right next to David Lammy as a foreign secretary as WTF. Are you kidding me? Those two were just the two most ridiculous appointments as far as I was concerned.
They're not exactly overburdened with talent, though, are they?
Well, Mandelson has got a track record of basically criminality. He's had to resign twice from previous governments for dodgy dealings. And to believe that Starmer did not know of his connections with Epstein is just of course he knew. He must have known, and he's still
they're all in it together. Yeah.
So he's gone rightfully, but he shouldn't just be gone. He should be prosecuted. He should be behind bars. That one.
I don't think so. No.
Why's that?
Because the people that do the prosecuting are the people who put him in power. The judges are completely corrupt. They've got to go as well. The entire legal system has to be reformed and removed. All the various inquiries are all compromised.
Well, I did say he should be.
Well, expressing a wish, all right, fair enough.
I take your point, Viv. I totally agree.
I love that Lammy's mastermind is doing the runs on the internet at the moment. And my favourite question of all those that really just makes me cringe is that he's asked who the son of Henry VIII is, and he says Henry VII. The idea that the 7th is going to come after the 8th, you just want to slap him around the face, you idiot.
Yeah, but he's another DEI hire. Gotta be.
Of course, yeah. The guy's an idiot. We all knew that before he even got anywhere near government.
It's a real shame, and I hope Black British people don't fall for this nonsense. You know.
Well, I hope nobody does.
Well, no, especially about the idea that we've got, Black British people. We've got a representative. No, he's representing himself and the deep state and globalists and basically criminality
and
in the heart of government. The grift as well, of course.
Absolutely.
The grift.
I mean, here's a sobering thought. Okay, a lot of people now saying that this whole Mandelson affair is yet another nail in the coffin of Starmer's leadership, and he just lurches from one crisis to another. But now David Lammy has been, I don't know if he's been promoted or demoted to the deputy leader. So instead of the prospect of Angela Rayner taking over from Starmer, we now have David Lammy, the prospect.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Caroline.
No, that was it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Now, what I'm saying is, this is all about optics. a black prime minister. Yeah. The Labour Party, who are the champions of equity, have had a series of white geezers in charge. Scratch his head for a minute.
Yeah, they've never had a female or even a person of colour in charge of the Labour Party, let alone the government.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah.
But the evil racist Tories, oh, hang on. They have.
Yeah.
And they have now. They have in the past and they have now.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't really make any difference, does it? At the end of the day, they're both the same.
Yes, they are, indeed. But at least Badenoch is saying a few interesting things, I suppose.
Oh, she has to. She has to. I mean, she's been so ineffective. She has to start raising her game. And this is they've given her an open goal with this one. She can't. I mean, if she fails to take advantage of this, then she is completely useless.
See, my theory behind this is my conspiracy theory. My particular conspiracy theory is that Mandelson, he has a list of the skeletons in the closet, and therefore he has to be kept on board. Now, it reached a stage where it's untenable. You know, it is believed, and you know this. Both of you know this, is that Epstein was he was blackmailing people. It's in Russian terms, you know, the term compromat, to keep people in line. I believe an awful lot of people in government are subject to compromat. You know, you wouldn't want your wife to see pictures of what you did in that hotel room in the conference, would you? No. Oh dear. So you just do what we say, and we won't release the tapes. Everything will be nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's very feasible. Mandelson's goes back to the Blair years, doesn't he? So if anyone knows all about these ins and outs, he does. He's probably got the dirt on a lot of people. And some said that's the reason why he was appointed in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying right now.
There's a few people now saying that Epstein, all of that is a complete lie, and that he's not who he was, and that he was set up by Mossad, and it's not, and that he was just a weak guy. He had no knowledge of mathematics, or he wasn't that clever, and that he was just put there so that even he himself was the patsy.
Yeah, I read a Substack on that a few days ago, a guy called Eric Carlson, and he was kind of proposing, I mean, he wasn't saying this is what I believe, he was just putting it out there as a theory, very tentatively, but saying that it's a possibility it may not be quite what it seems.
But
who knows?
Oh, such tricks, such politricks.
Indeed.
But they're all criminals, as far as I'm concerned.
They are, absolutely they are. Oh God, are they? Yeah, they're the real criminals.
It's a mafia. It's a mafia shakedown. That's what they do. 10% manufacturing now. They sold it all to China and wherever, and we are now the product to be milked and bilked.
Changing tack.
To be milked. Sorry.
What was that?
I'm not going to repeat it. Go on.
No, you'll have to listen back to that one.
Yeah.
Have you seen what's been going on in Nepal?
Yeah,
incredible what's happening in Nepal.
No, I've missed that one.
Oh my God, the communist government have been completely overthrown and chucked out by apparently Gen Zs or Gen Zs, because they were, I think the final straw was they tried to shut down social media, and they all rose up against them. The president had to flee. His wife apparently died because they set fire to the presidential building, and she died in there.
Jeez, I haven't heard any of this. When was this?
Oh my God! Check out my 2C. He covered it a couple of days ago. And they what was it? The foreign minister got chased down the street and got beaten up. the state broadcaster, the building got set on fire. It's just complete revolution in Nepal. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wish people would. I notice this in my job that increasingly young people are using the pronunciation of Z as Z. And I can't approve of that. I'm so sorry, chaps.
Well, yeah, it's American. It's an American expression, and we've just adopted it over here, like so many others. But yeah, it's Gen Z. If you're English, it's Generation Z.
Yeah, I know. I'm only being. I'm saying that humorously, of course. Like, you know, it's
no, you're not.
language. Yeah, I'm an old crust. It's true. I'm a crusty traditionalist, but it is Z. It is Z.
It is, yes. But let's not get into that one.
No.
There's been a whole conversation on that.
I know. Off we go. Half an hour.
Yeah.
The big one. Oh, go on.
No, I was just finish off. So it looks like the army have now stepping in, and probably like most revolutions, it's going to get captured and subverted, and not going to end well. But yeah, anyway.
But so many countries, I was going to say the big one, France, but they're all collapsing. The governments, and I'd say to a certain extent, ours is. It's not as obvious, and there's not people burning places down, but all the governments are seeming to collapse.
Yeah, well, Macron in France has appointed another prime minister. He doesn't understand. He doesn't get it that the problem is him. And not the continued conveyor belt of prime ministers he keeps putting in. But yeah, there's been big riots in France as well. Apparently the far left have come out on the streets and protesting, and they've sent in the riot police to combat them in France.
Yep.
So civil unrest.
Yellow vest, gilets jaunes are out on the streets as well.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Apparently the French are very seasoned at this. I said the French are very seasoned at this. They're very good at rioting and going against the government.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Yeah, centuries of experience and practice at that one. Yeah.
But I think it's called Stop. What is it? Stop the motion or something like that. Stop the movement, where they're just getting out in the streets and stopping anything from being able to operate or do anything. But yeah, that's kicking off in France. Oh,
the other big story, I suppose we missed. We should have gone on to this from Kirk. That lady, a beautiful woman from Ukraine, that was stabbed in the neck on the underground in America, and I'm sure everyone's heard of the story. It's absolutely heartbreaking. The fact that you can just, as I said, I can't watch it because it's way too disturbing for me. But seeing the image of the people around that are just trying to look away, don't even want to look, and apparently she died because no one even bothered helping her, and it makes me feel sick even saying it. It's another absolutely waste of a death. Why would you do that? That guy was absolutely mental.
Yeah, it's called the bystander effect. It's noticed about it's a weird thing. When you're in a crowd, you always expect the other person to help. You only a very few strong people, brave people, would step in. The rest of the people are just kind of looking around like, won't somebody do something? Why doesn't somebody do something?
Buddy. Normally it's out of instinct. Someone jumps up, or even out of fear and screams, but they all just sit there apparently.
Well, I think it happened quickly, but at the same time, that's not an excuse. I think I would be shocked if that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it may well be that it's just something that your brain can't quite compute at that moment, because it's just so unexpected and so shocking that maybe you wouldn't know what to do in that split second. I mean, but after you kind of maybe it dawns on you that maybe then you should take action, but still the fact that nobody did is not a good sign. But that guy who did it, he had apparently been released 14 times, 14 felonies already. And interestingly enough, the quote unquote judge who released him was not even a qualified judge. She hadn't even passed the bar.
There's a crowdfunding for the fella as well, because he's just a victim of society. You see?
Well, aren't we all victims of society? Can you crowdfund
Oh
me?
yeah, oh, me too. Hashtag. Yeah, but I mean, come on, people. God. So they're crowdfunding him, and yes, indeed, he may have been, I don't know, not received help, I suppose, for his derangement. I mean, he must be deranged to do such a terrible thing. Why did he do that?
Well, apparently he said that he had. What was it? He said his excuse was they'd put machines inside him that made him do it, or something like that. A really deranged thing.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, I think one thing we can be sure of: he's not going to be let off this time around.
No, God,
no, for sure. But crowdfunding him is,
yeah, that's insane. But it's not going to help him. It's just, that money's just going to go to waste. But I'm pretty certain he will not be let off for this one, because it's such a high profile one as well. And also it's notable that many of the news outlets didn't even report on it. The usual suspects, not a word. Whereas if the roles had been reversed, I don't really want to bring race into it, but I suppose it is part of it. If it had been a white guy attacking a brown skinned immigrant, of course they would have been all over it.
Yeah.
But this is the world we live in.
Yes. Oh, a moment of silence. It is so awful. But what can you do? This is happening. This is just happening all the time now. Really,
it's accelerating, isn't it? It just seems that things are accelerating now, and we're rushing towards a critical mass, I would say, where everything is just going to explode. It's going. The bubble has got to burst.
If we just had digital identities, and this would be different. That's what we need to stop this. That's what we need.
Well, that must be true, because the new Home Secretary, the Islamist Shabana Mahmood, is fully behind it. And she said she said that's the answer. So that must be true. Once we get digital IDs, all of these problems will just disappear.
I'm asking Santa for one for Christmas. Yep.
You what?
I'm asking Santa for one at Christmas.
That's what we need.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, Fordy.
True. Unidentified economic migrants who've thrown away their passports. That will calm the restless herd, the restive herd, won't it? If we all get a tracking device and digital identity.
Yeah, I mean, this is another very alarming development. Is since Angela Rayner, quote unquote, resigned from the deputy leader. Now, Starmer's had his reshuffle, and Yvette Cooper, who was the Home Secretary, has now been replaced by this Mahmood woman, and she just seems the last person who should be in charge of our immigration and borders, because she has no loyalty to this country, certainly not above her ideological faith. She stated as much as that. She supported. She's massively on board with all the pro-Palestine stuff, and she calls anybody who waves an English flag a far right, the usual nonsense. Bad people, she basically said. Anyone who goes around waving English flags are white bad people.
There's someone on Substack called JJ Starkey who puts out freedom of information requests. He's dug up an awful lot about immigration judges, and it's surprise, a lot of them were pro-immigration, open borders activists, lawyers, and they've been appointed to the judiciary. Now, this is not neutral. This is not the kind of law that we or the administrators of the law that we should expect.
Of course not. It's in the same category as all these human rights lawyers who are just just putting up barriers to actually having a proper and common sense immigration policy in this country. You hear about all of these immigrants now that they're trying to sue the government, and of course they've been advised to do that by the lawyers.
Of course they have.
So they're working against us. These people are working. These human rights lawyers, these immigration lawyers, they're all working against us.
Human rights is nonsense. I don't want human rights. I reject human rights, but I can't reject them. I can't opt out. I don't want someone to tell me I've got human rights. I know I've got rights. They're natural rights, not human rights given to me by someone. Because if they can give them these rights to someone, they can take them away. I've got permanent rights. Okay.
Yeah.
They're given rights, and they're rights of this country that we have. And I don't want someone. I reject my human rights. Isn't that dramatic? But I do, basically.
No, I know what you're saying. That they reframe them as privileges rather than God-given rights, and they are God-given rights. They're not privileges. Privileges are something that they can give, as you said, Viv, and take away. It's like, here you go. You for being a good boy, you can have this. But if you're a bad boy, I'll take it away. It's like, no,
exactly.
No, they don't have the right to do that. They have no authority or the right to do that at all.
None at all. None at all. ECHR have no authority. Not over me. Not over. They. As I say, if you give these rights to people, then they're not rights. They are essentially privileges, and they're given to certain groups, certain peoples. But if they're universal, that's fine. I mean, how many wars have been fought over spurious human rights? The human rights of these people are being attacked. So, I mean, let me give you. This is from Paul Trainer. Let me give you this mind game. Okay, back in the day, let's say that some rebel group, some terrorist group in the Middle East had kidnapped a load of children, right? And those children's human rights have clearly been abused, or I would say natural rights, but human rights. And so America's going to go and attack the country that has kidnapped these innocent children. But then Osama bin Laden, when he was still alive, says, well, I can get them free. I can get them out of this. Do you think the various states, America or whatever, or Britain, would they say, okay, Osama, go on and do that? That would be nice. No. They'd reject his offer. And that shows that human rights are using the excuse for neocolonialism and assaults on other countries. Everyone's gone quiet.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just had to pop out.
I was literally just debating in my head whether, if in a court of law, if you could prove someone was a Satanist, does that then prove that they don't have God-given human rights? Can we?
No, because Satanists are Christians. They just don't know it.
Yeah, but in the turn of phrase God-given human rights, well, God cast out the Satan, and so therefore, if you're a Satanist, I would argue, if I was a lawyer, that you then thus don't have human rights because they were given to us by God, and He wouldn't have given a Satanist.
No, I mean they were given to all of us, regardless. We're human beings.
Yes, right. That's right. But a Satanist still believes in Christianity. It's just that they say that Lucifer, bringer of light, is above Christ and God. They privilege Lucifer above the Christ. That's already so. They still believe in the whole Christian idea. It's just that they're replacing the Christ with Lucifer, who brought the light.
Yeah, they're choosing the other side. That's all. Yeah,
they are choosing the other side. If they were to say that they're atheist, no, but they're choosing another deity, but accepting that deity is in opposition to another deity.
Yeah, I just think any natural born human being is born with these rights because they are a human being.
Yeah,
I think that's what it boils down to.
that's what I'm saying, basically. Yeah.
Mm.
As we're talking about humans, that leads me into personally the big news this week. Did you see that yesterday they were discussing UFOs or UAPs as they're now called in Congress?
No, I didn't see that.
What's a UAP? What's a UAP for?
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Oh,
it's a new term. They've rebranded UFO basically. As
all
UAP.
right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was either a way to confuse things or whatever, but they renamed UFOs to UAPs. Yeah,
Okay.
But
marathon's still marathon, even though they call it Snickers.
That's right. Yeah. But it was really interesting. It was they were in Congress yesterday talking about it. I was watching it live. I had to get called out, so I went out and did whatever I was doing. Went to go back to it, and it had already been taken off the internet. But I see today there was bits of it coming out on Daily Mirror and the Guardian and something else. There was little bits coming out, but really interesting stuff. Really interesting. It was some of the stuff that if you're into aliens and UFOs, you've probably heard of it before. The Tic Tac stuff and the other stuff like that. But what was it really interesting was they were showing. There was various people talking about what they knew and what they'd seen with their own eyes and how the government is stopping them from talking about it all. And it actually, at several points while they were getting questioned, they said, we can't tell you the answer to that, but we can tell you in a skiff later. I hate it when they do all that sort of stuff. But it was all going on. But it was mainly showing this craft, this thing flying on their monitors. And they said, they'd been aware of it for some time. And so they were advised to get the Hellfire missile, which is apparently the most powerful weapon that the Americans have at the moment, and loaded this fighter jet with the Hellfire weapons. And you can see they fire the rocket at it, and you can see the rocket hit it, and you can see the rocket bounce off of it. It spins as it bounces off of it, blows up, and the thing carries on going. Doesn't even bat an eyelid, and then it goes to supersonic thousands of miles an hour speed and disappears. But
yeah, I did see that. I did see that clip actually.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it always astounds me now in this day and age where all of this footage is still really low res. Why can't we have some really high res footage of any of this these days? It doesn't. It's just like, come on.
True. Yeah. Although a lot of that is because they're looking through night sights and that. So when you see the green and the black, a lot of that is because they're using infrared or they're using a different waveform, which is you hardly ever get crisp pictures with that. That's all.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. But hasn't everyone got an iPhone now or some kind of mobile device with a really good camera?
Yeah, they do. And it's funny, you don't see any good footage these days, do you? You used to get all the footage in the old days used to be really grainy and poor quality. But all of a sudden, you'd expect that to improve these days. And where is it?
I don't know. I've seen some very clear stuff, but again, a lot of especially when you're into this world, there's so much crap out there that it's hard to take the corn for the crap. I can't remember what the term is.
The wheat from the chaff.
Chaff, yes, yeah. So I can watch. I can look at loads of things. Sorry, go on.
No, it's all right. But yeah, I mean, also another aspect is how much of it is AI as well, just to kind of muddy the waters. You can't. I find it very. I used to love all that stuff. I used to really find that interesting, the whole UFO alien thing, and I've kind of sort of lost interest in it these days because I just think, you can't take anything at face value anymore, especially with stuff like that. And I do actually think a large amount of these sightings are probably secret military aircraft. I'm not saying I don't believe that aliens exist, or even the fact that they may be here in some form or another. But I think a lot of these, the genuine ones, however many there may be, are probably military aircraft, secret military projects.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people do think that it's just secret operations, and that's why they can't reveal it when they talk about it in Congress. But you know, we were hearing about the heart attack gun back in the '60s, and and cloning. As I say, I think that yes, our technology is probably way beyond our capability, but it still begs the question: how is it, or why is it? And I always think, oh, you know, are we being contacted by a more advanced species? I don't know.
Yeah, we none of us know. This is it.
No.
We can only speculate and yeah, and have opinions on it. We can't get any facts. But just going back, you mentioned Hellfire missiles there. Just going back, you remember the strike on that drug boat? You know, the missile attack on the Venezuelan.
Oh yeah.
The drug thing. And somebody pointed something out very interesting about that. That was supposedly struck by a Hellfire missile, and we've seen the footage of it. And if you rewatch it, you can see when the boat gets struck. If that was a Hellfire missile, it would blow that boat to smithereens, but it doesn't. Something hits the boat, but it's probably not a Hellfire missile because the boat is still intact afterwards. And
I see. Right.
Somebody was speculating that might have been a directed energy weapon that hit that boat rather than the missile.
Ooh.
Oh, I see. Right.
So yeah, just thought I'd chuck that one in there.
Nice.
They also mentioned Bob Lazar a few times yesterday in Congress, and I found that very interesting. Several times he was like, "Oh well, we all know of Bob Lazar, and I'm pretty sure he's real." And that he came out and said he was working for him, and the government had said they weren't working. He wasn't working for him, and then it came out that he was. So even bringing his name into it, I was quite impressed.
Yeah, I find the story of Phil Schneider really interesting. Bob Lazar is a name which comes up quite a lot in relation to that, but if you look into Phil Schneider, he was really interesting. That guy, his story. Do you know about Phil Schneider?
I do, and I was trying to think of what the main story that I'd listened to from him, but I was different. For some reason, I don't think I liked what he was talking about.
Well, he said he was working somewhere in the Area 51 area, and the company he was working for that was into kind of underground drilling. That they were excavating underground, and they came across this alien base underground, and
That's right.
There was and a firefight ensued because he had military personnel with him. A lot of people were killed. He was hit apparently. His hand, he had like several fingers missing from his hand, where he said he got hit by an energy weapon. And there is more to it than that. That was the gist of it. And he died mysteriously as well, under mysterious circumstances sometime later. But it's a very entertaining story, if nothing else. But
I was just going to say, I think that's what it was. It was too sensationalized. It sounded too made up to me, I think.
Yeah, okay. You can say that about a lot of this stuff, though.
I know. Yeah, I know why you're laughing. It is difficult. That's it. We all have our own moral belief systems, and if something doesn't go with it, I don't go with it, sort of thing. I can't explain why. Yeah.
But there's so much obfuscation around this whole subject now. It's like I said, it's just, if you start looking into it, there's just so many avenues to explore, and I think a lot of them are just really just a waste of time, to be honest with you. And you might even hit upon the truth, but it'll be amongst, it'll be like a needle in a haystack. And so it'll be hard to tell, really.
No, unless it's like a lot of things. Unless you see it for your own eyes, or you do it with your own hands, it's very hard to believe anything that we that we see, read, and look into.
Yeah. Need to use your critical thinking.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Changing the subject completely, then I met up with my friend Ivor on Tuesday, who still makes tin. And so I want to do some reporting on that, I suppose. But first, before I do that, I want to say that the tin that I got from Ivor, who makes tin, mine came with apple flavouring, which just made me laugh. That for the apple.
Well, horses
For
like
horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I opened it up. I was like, oh, because the friend that got it for me, she brought it over and she said, come on, I want to watch you take some because it says it's apple flavour. So, and it's a big syringe thing. Opened it up, and so initially I smelled it and I said, oh my God, that smells gorgeous. And it did. It's like the most gorgeous smelling apple. And I can imagine you rub this thing under the horse's nose and their mouth's going to be wide open, ready for it. And put a sort of large pea-shaped size blob on my finger, put it in my mouth, touched my tongue, and again the most gorgeous, strong apple flavour came out. And then within about 1 second, it was like licking your own arse. It was absolutely disgusting. It's not a nice flavour or an aftertaste, but I've been taking it since Tuesday. Each day, so each day I'm taking it. I know, so I'm only on 2 days so far, but again, for the kinds of conversations that you'll see online, nothing's happened to me. I have not had any kind of upset tummy. I haven't fallen over. I haven't had a heart attack. Nothing whatsoever. I couldn't even tell you I've been taking it because I can't notice anything at all. So,
exactly the same with me. Yeah, when I took it back in 22. But then again, if you take it too much, as a certain person recounted, and you will see the northern lights on the ceiling.
Part of me wants to do it just for that.
yeah, because that person, the fearless person of whom as you know, he necks a whole thing, enough for a racehorse, just a whole lot in one go.
Have you been 4D? Have you been paying attention to your how should we say? What comes out of the other end?
My pooping. Yes, I have, and no, there's nothing to report.
Yeah. Well, all I say is keep taking it because it's
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this whole. Yeah, I don't know how long this will last, but I'm going to do each day until the syringe is gone. And that's kind of my first initial low-level detox.
Well, you sent me a link. Was because I asked you to put me in touch with Ivor, and then you sent me a link. Was that just to say do it yourself, you lazy bastard, or?
It was. No. Yes, let's just leave it with that. No, it was because it was so easy to order that I thought you won't need me to get it for you. There was no questions. There was no bother. They just sent it straight away.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll look into that. But I have, as I let you guys know, I have ordered some stuff, some wormwood and black walnuts and clove. I don't know what you call it, a mixture.
Interesting.
I was talking to someone about that online, and they said it's really good. You should try it. And so I've ordered some, but they've put me on it's coming from the US. So, and I just seen their website, they put a courtesy hold on it, which I've no idea what that is. So that's delayed, but I think I should be getting it by the 19th.
Yeah.
So,
what the hell? This stuff, as you know, when you spoke to the that person, the lady who lives outside the village, who grows wormwood.
She grows it in her garden, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Blimey. I didn't even know it was possible. I mean, I know what wormwood is, but I didn't know you could just sort of grow it in your garden.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. What is it, a herb of some kind? Is it a herb?
Yeah. It was used as a flavouring in, or was an ingredient in absinthe.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it doesn't grow like a herb. It's like a massive bush. It's in between a tree and a bush.
Yeah, yeah.
It's big, sort of thick, but and it's the main ingredients, or it's the one that made him lop his ears off when he was drinking absinthe.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was Van Gogh, wasn't it? Vincent Van
Mm.
Gogh.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Now, absinthe is only legal in a few countries, and I'm lucky enough to have been in New Zealand, and so I have done quite a lot of absinthe in the short amount of time that I was in New Zealand. Because go on.
No, sorry, yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, I've had absinthe in this country. I've drunk absinthe a few years back, but I drank it.
But
it doesn't have wormwood.
It doesn't have wormwood.
It doesn't have wormwood.
Yeah.
It's not the real thing, right? Okay.
No.
Right.
No, and I had it in New Zealand, and I know the Maoris do it, and that's a brutal drink. That really is. It really is. We were doing it on sugar, and
is that where you set fire to it? Did you do that?
No, you just
set fire to it. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you just soak the sugar lump in it and then down it. I think it's because the taste is so strong, it kind of just makes the taste a little bit easier to drink. Right. But I think also I think I'm right in saying there is an activation process with the sugar, probably having something to do with the alcohol. I don't know, but I don't remember any of the evenings that I did on that stuff.
Yeah, but it's not banned in the UK. The absinthe with wormwood. It's just that it's never been very popular. It had a sort of resurgence of popularity. So it's not exactly banned.
Oh, I think it is, because I tried to bring some back.
Well, maybe no, but it's not banned. It's never officially banned, but maybe banned in other ways. But
okay.
But it's just simply that the legend of the French. A lot of the French poets and writers from the 19th century used to get off their heads with it, and it was called the Green Fairy. And as Bron said, the painter Van Gogh was keen on that.
That's why all his paintings are so blurry.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely out of it.
It's very possible. Yeah.
So I'm still waiting on my wormwood. Hopefully it'll come, but I can't get in touch. I've tried to send them an email, but you have to create an account with them, because you can buy stuff as a guest where you don't have to create an account, but to actually get in contact with them, you have to create an account. Which I thought, screw it.
Yeah. Actually, I've just looked up absinthe, and it is available. You can order it online. I've got this one, Absinthe Original. It's actually French. It looks French. I think it is French.
Yeah, France is one of the other countries I thought it was, because I only thought it was legal in about 4 or 5 countries, sort of thing.
No, it is kind of legal. It's just it's not. How can I say it? It's not very popular. That's all. You can order it. You can order it. You can order it.
Yeah.
I've got this one here: genuine absinthe alcohol with wormwood. Absinthe liquor store. I don't want to promote it, but I have. But yeah, you can buy it.
For 4D, with the absinthe that you drank, what colour was it?
Green.
Green. Right. Okay.
It's the Green Fairy. The Green Fairy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Green Fairy. Some of it's bloody expensive on this site. My God.
Yeah, you can pay hundreds for some of it. Yeah,
£199 for a bottle here. But you can get another. You can get others for 40 quid, 35 quid. Yeah. 25 quid is the cheapest. It's Staroplus Zenki absinthe. Looks Polish. Oh, Bohemia. It's Czech. Yeah.
I've still got the bottle it came in. God, it must be about 30 years old now. Oh, actually, no, I know exactly how old it was, because it was for my 30th birthday, so it's 20 years old. Still got the naked female body glass bottle that it came in. Great bottle, actually.
Yeah, that'll be. I bet she's green. It was called the Green Fairy
Green Fairy,
in France. Yeah, in France, Green Fairy. Yeah, it's mostly green. There's a red one here called Red Devil.
I seem to remember the absinthe that I drank was blue. That's why I asked. I thought maybe it wasn't absinthe I was drinking. Maybe I was just being told it was absinthe.
That was antifreeze. Yeah.
That'll be it. No,
that'll get you drunk as well.
Oh, hell it will. And be careful of antifreeze, people. If you keep cats, because cat poisoners put out antifreeze. Cats love it.
Yeah. Well, also just don't drink antifreeze. We're not recommending.
Just don't. Yeah. Absolutely not. No.
Not to be taken internally.
No. I mean, blue is curacao. Curacao is the blue drink, basically. But there's probably others.
Curacao. It wasn't that.
No.
I don't know. Maybe whatever it was just warped my mind and made my memory a bit funny. But,
yeah, well, most booze will do that one.
I was going to say it all does that.
yeah. Oh, interesting though. Very interesting indeed. Yeah.
So what else? What else has been going on? What else have we got to talk about?
We got our 13th September the 13th march coming up on Saturday, which I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to. There is still, as there always is, I'm still worried that there's going to be something kicking off on that. But everything I hear, the numbers sound like they're going to be massive.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the numbers will be massive. I mean, I know a few other people who are coming who've been to any of the previous ones, but I have this feeling that something will happen. I don't want to tempt fate, but the way things have been going over the last few weeks, I kind of just feel like, I really hope this all goes off well. But we shall see.
But they're making massive jumps and massive claims. They're going up to that. There's multiple million people going to be turning up, which I don't know if they're saying that to get more of us down there or if that's real. But yeah,
I don't know how they can put a number on how many people are going. Is a bit. I don't know if it'll be a million. I think that's a bit of an over exaggeration myself, but who knows? Yeah, it will be big, no doubt about it.
Yes, and certainly a lot more people seem to have heard about it this time around, as opposed to the times before we've been.
Well, I just got a message from a mate of mine who's kind of showed a bit of interest in coming previously, but he's a bit reticent because he works in London. He doesn't want to be, it's a bit. I think it's a bit. He's being overcautious on his part, but he's worried about being recognised and getting into trouble and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I understand.
And he messaged me after last night. He said Charlie Kirk's been shot. I said, yeah, I know. And we had a bit of an exchange about it. And he came back to me and said, I'm coming on Saturday. And it seemed like that event really kind of enraged him enough to actually say, no, screw it. This is the time to stand up and be counted. So yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Nice. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, let's we'll see. It'll be good.
Yeah,
it will be.
Indeed. Yeah, interesting.
I just hope everybody who intends to come down from, if they're coming from outside of London, is able to get here, because of course there are deliberately making the trains unreliable on Friday day in particular.
We were saying this for our own organisation. It is difficult, isn't it? They're deliberately trying to make it very hard.
Yeah, dirty tricks on their part, but
of course,
makes it even sweeter when so many will turn up.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get an idea once we get to the starting point, because that the street that they want us to meet up on, it's a fairly long street, but it's I can't imagine 1 million people in that street. It would be there won't be much room if there's 1 million people in that street. It's gonna definitely spill out beyond that.
Oh, I see. Right, because I was going to say I don't know the roads up there at all, but I'd heard it was a very long road. That's all.
It's not very long, no. It's, I mean,
Oh.
you know, it's fairly long. It's probably about, I don't know, half a mile long, something like that.
Okay, right. But yeah, I mean, certainly with the news from yesterday, it will worry a lot of people. But yeah, I've got a feeling this is going to be. It will be a massive change, as on Saturday. Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Stay safe, people. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we intend to.
Yeah,
it won't be because of our actions that we're not safe.
Of course, absolutely. I know what you're saying.
Oh yes, your friend Viv from up of your neck of the woods sent me that letter that you're talking about.
Oh yes, that's right.
Water
one. Yes.
All it does is ask for what do you call it? An examination of the water for any unwanted bit. It doesn't go into, because you mentioned about just paying £1 a month and doing all this and doing your own one and comparing it, but there was nothing in the letter about that. So
no, that's afterwards though. That's afterwards. Yeah, that's what you do after you've gone to them and said, could you please provide or pay for an independent because they'll say, oh yes, we can do that, oh yes, but no, what we need to do is it is for them to pay for us to do an independent examination and analysis of the water supply to say what's exactly in it, what's going on.
Yeah, but then they're just going to refuse to do that, aren't they?
Correct.
Sure.
So then, therefore, then you say, oh, okay, well, I'll offer to pay you £1 a month until you can provide this and guarantee this service that I can do this. But I'm happy to pay £1 a month.
Yeah, that's fine. I can manage that just about.
Yeah. So yeah, I think what happens is it's after this. Okay.
Right. Okay. Because there was no further instructions with that letter. So
no.
what I'm presuming is I'll send it off, and it does specify in the letter to be, for them to respond within 28 days. But I doubt if I will get a response. They'll probably just ignore it, I should imagine.
Well, in that case, then what you do is you say, well, after 28 days, which is standard, you then reply to them and say, okay, as you're unwilling or unable to, supply an independent or to provide that you would repay me to provide an independent scientific analysis of the content of the potable water supply in my dwelling. I'm prepared to pay you £1 a month, and that's what you do.
Yeah, I'll probably have a bit of a follow-up conversation with our mutual friend.
Yeah, of course.
Get further instructions with regards to that. But yeah, and also 4D. Did you get that? Did you get that link I sent you? He also sent me the link for the red light stuff as well. Did you get that, 4D? I sent it to your email.
Yes, I did. Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, I was having a chat on that group that we're involved in now.
Yeah, the stand group. Yeah,
that's the stand group. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm looking at is 550 to 650 MWs, which is great for body. Yeah, well, this apparently a lot of people are using this for body therapy, and I've even seen sleeping bags that the rich and famous use, and you get into this sleeping bag, turn it on while you go to sleep, and helping your blood flow and your revitalizing your skin and all this sort of stuff. There's a lot of evidence to say this red light therapy is real and effective. But for your eyes, you need a lot lower dosage. I think the MW stands for the
milliwatts, I would imagine. Is it milliwatts?
Yes, but yeah, what I was going to say is I think it's the output strength of the light. And for eyes, you're talking, or from what I've looked at, it's between what was it, 60 and 100? I think 60 and 80. I think it was.
Right.
So I haven't found anything that's that low. I can only find the stuff that's in the couple of hundreds. So I don't really know where to go at the moment. I'm gonna just have to have a more of a look into it.
Well, maybe you should ask the guy you're talking to, our mutual friend, as I called him, because he said he uses it. He's done it, so surely he would know. He might be able to help you out with that.
Well, that's why I put it out on that chat thing, but it was only I'm trying to find my phone. Oh, there it is. Who was it who got back to me?
Yeah, it was only the lady, wasn't it? Maybe you should ask him specifically, put his name in it, and ask him directly.
Fair enough. Yeah. But no, I found the red light therapy really interesting. Looking into it, as I say, a lot of people, or a lot of the rich and famous, are using it as a kind of all-over body revitalization. And I happen to be mentioning it, and a couple of girls in the group that I go to today were saying that they've got these masks for eyes and for their bags, which is exactly the same. It's red light therapy, so it's kind of. It's out there at the moment. I don't know if it's
yeah. I have seen some machines for the body stuff. And they're like just big panels. They look like
that's it,
which you kind of stand like they're like kind of sun, like a sunbed kind of thing, but standing up, and you just sit in front of it, and they bathe your whole body with red light. Yeah, I've seen those.
Very interesting stuff, especially when you're looking into the eyes. They're saying about because we're looking at all these screens and the blue light that our eyes are absorbing, and that's what's causing a lot of cataracts and things like that. And that the idea is that when you flood your eyes with these red photons, it's kind of fixing your eyes of the damage that's been done from the blue photons.
I think a lot of computer screens have you can put filters on them where they.
That's right.
You can adjust the light they emit to be more of a red light rather than a blue light. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Yeah, another friend, he's got a pair of glasses that he wears. Sorry, he does it himself, but yeah, he uses glasses. So there's you can get prescription glasses to stop the blue haze.
Right. Yeah. Does he as he said, whether they're helpful or not?
He swears by it. Yeah, he uses them all the time, and he swears by it. But again, I mean, to swear by it, he just says that he gets less headaches when he's looking at his screens and that. So I'm sure it is true. But there's certainly a lot of evidence that the blue light is the thing that's affecting our eyes.
Yeah. I read an article by Dr. Joseph Mercola. He says that. He's published a study that says that instant coffee is very bad for your eyes in later ages, for macular degeneration. It contributes to this for some reason, for the processing. Filter coffee is fine. Espresso coffee, that's all good. Machine coffee. But instant coffee, the study says it's worrying for your eye health. Okay,
Interesting.
Just thought I put that out.
Yeah, I don't drink instant coffee, so I'm okay.
That's all I drink, so it is interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
I will look into that. Thank you. Yeah,
you should get yourself a like a proper coffee, like a cafetiere or something like that, and you can still so buy ground coffee. You can still get decaffeinated if that's what you drink. And it's much nicer than instant coffee. It is much nicer.
Well, see, this is the thing. I think because I said this before, because I've grown up on instant coffee, I don't actually like the flavour of coffee. I only like instant coffee. So if it was that, I would just go off coffee.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You heathen.
I suppose so. I mean, I drink it. I drink coffee for, if I'm out, I do like the taste from a Gaggia machine or something. But I simply drink it for the caffeine, to be honest.
Well, I've found that I've started drinking, I stopped drinking coffee at home. I don't have coffee at home anymore, and I've switched to decaffeinated tea. So I effectively, for a while, cut out caffeine altogether. But when I'm out, sometimes I will go and get a coffee, and I feel the effect of it much better than I ever did before, because it's not like I'm drinking caffeine all the time. I used to drink coffee all the time. I used to drink caffeinated tea all the time. And I think I just stopped feeling the effects of caffeine, because I was constantly had it in my bloodstream. But now that I don't, when I do drink a caffeinated drink, I really feel the effect of it, and it's really enjoyable. And it actually, if I feel like, I'm feeling a bit low energy, I could do with a perk, go and get a coffee, and it works. Whereas before it wouldn't work.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, I do love coffee. I do like a coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm. I mean, I used to find when I woke up in the morning, I'd usually have a cup of tea, and then I'd put some coffee on. And quite often after, I'd make a pot of coffee, have 2 cups of coffee, and after about 15 minutes, I'd just start to feel sleepy again. And I thought, this is not right. This is not what it's meant to be doing.
Yeah.
It's quite weird. But that's me. I'm weird.
We're all weird.
We all are. Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't worry about that.
Yeah. To each their own.
Indeed. So I've got a week off work.
Way.
I know. It's the first week I've had it. Yeah, first week since actually the beginning of the year. First full week.
So let me guess, Viv, you're going to be down the pub writing Substacks and reading books.
Correct. I'm going to go to the. That's absolutely correct. Yeah, that's it. I might. I was thinking of getting a bike, actually a bicycle.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
It's not, is it? Really, it's a bit late for that in the season. It's bloody rainy. It's going to be bastard rainy now, isn't it? But
yeah. Maybe wait till spring. He'll be here soon enough.
Oh, I suppose I'm dreading winter. But it'd be all right.
Mm.
But I'll do something. I'll do something. Might go to Felixstowe. There's a bus to Aldeburgh. I might go back to Aldeburgh, or the Aldeburgh's sister town, Southwold, which you must visit. It's similar, but I think it's a little bit better.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
Or if we come up for Christmas, maybe not Christmas, but maybe if we come up next year when the weather's more a bit warmer, more seasidey, we can go and do that.
Yeah. I mean, I must admit, I do love the seaside, and I do love the East Anglian coast in the winter. It's so bleak and brutal in a way. If you read my poem I put in earlier in the week, it sort of sums it all up, really, I suppose. So,
yeah, the North Sea is a pretty bleak sea, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I used to live right within 5 minutes walk, and boy, in the winter, oh dear. And the fishermen still used to go out to catch the silver darlings, the herring.
Well, I remember as a kid once, a long time ago, we went on a holiday up to Hemsby, which is further up the coast. Up near Great Yarmouth. And all I remember, it had a nice sandy beach, but it was just windy as hell. And I think we spent most of the time just flying kites because it was so windy.
Oh yeah.
We never went back there.
I know, it is tough. It is really tough.
Yeah,
you know.
And the water was cold. The water was very cold as well.
Yeah, but it's a laugh when we went to Felixstowe that people are still in the sea, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, they are crazy. Some of them. Doesn't matter how cold it is.
No, it's hardcore, wasn't it? A whole family wading around.
Yeah, and nice to see that there's people still do get in. In fact, I think they were the only people on the beach, let alone in the water, at the time we saw them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Good for them.
So time's pushing on, gents. Shall we introduce a new mascot?
Yeah, yes, yeah, because I want to hear more about the controversy that was building up last week.
Who was
Viv?
it? Is it my choice?
Yeah, have you forgot? Yeah, you mentioned.
Hattie
It's no
Jacques.
good if you've forgotten already, Mush. That's terrible.
I know. I was thinking today. I said, who was it? It's Hattie Jacques, isn't it?
That's right.
Hattie Jacques and John Le Mesurier. Yeah.
Yeah, you were sort of indicating that there was some really juicy, interesting stuff there.
Oh yeah. Bloody completely forgotten about it. I mean, Hattie Jacques was, yeah, I mean, she was pretty damn big. And then she appeared in the Carry On films, and then she went on. John Le Mesurier, she was married to, was in Dad's Army.
Yeah, very 60s and 70s people, weren't they, of that era once again?
Yeah, we've been kind of concentrating on all that, haven't we? So, you know.
Yeah, I remember obviously Hattie Jacques from the Carry On films, but also a bit later on she appeared in a sitcom with Eric Sykes. Simply called Sykes, and they lived together, but they were brother and sister.
That's right. Oh yes, I remember that.
With Derek Geiler as a local policeman. He used to pop in for a cup of tea every now and then.
He was excellent, Derek Geiler.
Yeah. But yeah. So yes, they were married, and go on, Viv, spill the beans. Tell us what you know. Yeah, so what did they have? Some kind of sort of open relationship, or
Was
there kind of was one of them liked a bit of a tipple, liked the occasional drink, so to say?
John Le Mesurier he did like a tipple, and he liked to smoke a bit of the weed.
Oh, did he really?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he played most famously in Dad's Army. He played Sergeant. What was his name? Sergeant. Oh, I can't even.
Oh, he was great in that, wasn't he? Yeah,
very, very kind of polite and just. Oh, it's awfully kind of you. It's awfully kind of you tonight.
Yeah, Sergeant. Somebody.
What's the character's name?
Wilson.
That was it. Wilson. Yes, Captain Mannering, Sergeant Wilson, and then the rest of them. Corporal Jones. Don't panic.
I used to love the Scottish fella.
Oh, John Laurie. Yeah.
Johnny, we're doomed.
Yeah.
And the other one he used to say, "Oh, Captain Mannering, it is sheer folly."
Oh, he was the funeral director, wasn't he?
That's right.
Yeah.
Then of course there was Ian Lavender as the young Pike, who who Sergeant Wilson was. What was it? Was going out with Pike's mum, and he always used to call him Uncle Arthur. Uncle Arthur, Uncle Arthur. Yeah. He's been horrible to me. Can't you go on?
And he said, "Don't call me that, Pike." There was a 5-year affair. Hattie had a 5-year affair with another man, and they divorced in 1965.
Oh, right.
And they're just I suppose old school acting community, really proper old school.
So how long were they married for?
I'm having to look this up, but she certainly had a turbulent life. They were married from 1949 until 1965. She had a 5-year affair with another man. Died of a heart attack. He was overweight, which you're not perhaps allowed to say now. But she rose to quite a large weight and died of a heart attack at the age of 58.
Right.
And I was going to say that about her in a positive way, that she was definitely a larger woman when she was doing the Carry On, but she was kind of the like Babs, they were both the flirts, the one that the guys were always after. So she was by no means
Oh no, you're
treated as
right.
an ugly woman. You know, she
No,
was, yeah.
she's what the French call a jolie lad, a a handsome woman.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah,
A jolly lad. A jolly lad.
Gelade, Laide, jolie lad,
Oh, Jolie. Okay.
jolie lad, which kind of means like a handsome woman who's not conventionally beautiful in the,
Yeah.
but she's got something about her.
Mm.
Yeah,
She certainly wasn't the one that all the guys were after when she played the matron in Carry On films. She was like she was the old battle axe.
yeah.
I know, she was really good at that. But oh matron. He's another one, isn't he? Kenneth Williams. Oh my god,
Yeah, there was one. I can't remember which one it was. I did several ones, sort of hospital themed, but where she is the very strict matron, but she's complete. And Kenneth Williams is a doctor, and
Yeah.
behind the scenes, she's really trying to spark this romance with him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Tinkle, I've noticed it.
Dr. Tinkle.
I just think you're marvellous with the patients, Dr. Tinkle.
Dr. Tinkle, I love it.
I know.
Mm.
But yeah, both of these two. I mean, Mesurier as well. I'd sort of mentioned that. Yeah, he was. he was loads and loads of films. He played army officers, sort of figures of authority. He was in the Tony Hancock's films, The Rebel, which is I think very good. That one where he thinks he's an artist, he goes to Paris, and it's just all absolute nonsense.
Yeah, Tony Hancock. There's another interesting one.
God, yeah.
Connection to Sid James there as well. They appeared together. They used to do
totally. Yeah, they're all related, aren't they? Really, they knew each other.
Yeah, John Le Mesurier was in loads of films, British films.
Yeah,
he quite often played sort of civil servants or that type of character, didn't he? Like a stuffed suit of some kind, or
yeah. I've just seen his quote here. He took a relaxed approach to acting and felt that his parts were those of a decent chap, all at sea in a chaotic world, not of his own making.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he had cirrhosis of the liver, died of that. Fond of a puff on the
old devil's lettuce.
Yeah, on the weed with roots, the weed with roots in hell.
Devil's lettuce. I've never heard it.
Have you never heard that before?
No, I've never heard that.
He liked the odd jazz cigarette every now and then.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But yeah, Le Mesurier, as we'd expect, was from the Channel Islands. Hence the French name. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, his background was Channel Islands, Anglo-French. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And they settled in Suffolk. Of course, they did. The family. But Hattie, bless her. Yeah, you're quite right about her. In the sense that she's that all these people were just troopers, weren't they? Just bloody troopers. They took work where they could get it, and
Yeah, I mean, we don't different generation. I mean, I think that was the standard. People were just troopers back in those days, generally, weren't they? They just got on with it,
Yeah.
Whereas these days, everything's like, oh, I'm offended.
That's right. Yeah. I know. What we're doing gradually is just building up this picture of what it used to be like when comedy was funny, when acting wasn't about being a celebrity. It was work.
Yeah.
It was more innocent in its in what it was. It was all done in more of a sense of just innocence. It was just good fun. It was good fun. That's all. That's
Yeah,
what it's meant to be.
definitely. In a sense, I mean, Carry On put a lot of these people into the spotlight, didn't it? Really, let's be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, Carry On became a British institution, really, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's
So
it's like all those great British comedies. That's the point. Everyone involved was great because they all end up going on to great things. Same as the Monty Python crew. But all of them are normally good, aren't they?
yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
no weak link.
There's no weak link, but they never got paid much,
No.
Not compared to today. No.
It's probably just like like you said, it to them. They it's not like they can make one film and then they could rest for like 6 months to a year and live off of that. It's
yeah.
or even
No,
longer.
they had to keep working. They had to keep working.
Yeah. So
but
maybe
what happened? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, maybe that sort of instilled more of a more down to earth attitude amongst them. They didn't get too carried away with anything because they just weren't that well off. They weren't getting paid enough.
Yeah, I mean, they were it's all right, I suppose. But, it's like footballers back in the day. They never earned much. We're not talking about recently a footballer's being paid £1 billion. Surely, that can't be right.
It's ridiculous. Don't get me started on that.
Really? Someone's been paid £1 billion?
I don't know about
Yeah.
$1 billion. That
Well,
may be expensive, but they are
yeah,
getting. They
they're
are
talking
earning
about
millions
it, but
per year. They're getting millions per year.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, back in the day, you used to get players. They play on Saturday afternoons, and after the match, they were going to have a pint in the local pub with the fans because they were the same. They were one and the same.
Exactly. That's what happened here.
Nowadays, that's completely gone. They're completely separate. They live different lives now.
Yeah. So, in 1963, Hattie Jacques met John Schofield, a Cockney used car dealer who'd taken her to a leukemia research fundraising event. They became romantically involved after the driver gave her the attention and support that John Le Mesurier did not. And then she moved Schofield into the family home. Le Mesurier moved into a separate room, and he later commented, "I could have walked out, but whatever my feelings, I loved Hattie and the children. I was certain, I had to be certain, that we could repair the damage."
Yeah, that was it. That was the odd thing, which I forgot. That he still lived in the same house once the guy moved in. But I have to say,
right.
But I have to say, a Cockney used car salesman. I mean, that doesn't inspire much confidence.
No, but then again, it just shows the milieu they were living in at the time. Nowadays, would be a footballer, but it's it's pretty damn down to earth, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, that was very strange. That was it. That was it about him not moving out once they split up.
Yeah,
that was the odd thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's kind of done decently. Le Mesurier moved out the marital home in 1964 and as a decision to protect Hattie from any negative publicity, and allowed her to bring a divorce suit on grounds of his own fidelity. That's decent, isn't it? That's really decent, actually.
Yeah. We obviously did love her.
Yeah. He did.
He couldn't quite give her what she needed.
Yep, exactly. And that's the story of so many relationships.
God, yeah.
You can never give them what they need, guys. That's the problem.
Or maybe not give them what they want.
Yeah, we don't always get what we want, but we get what we need. What's that? No, deserve. That's it. Rolling Stones. Yeah. You got it.
I still haven't started the porridge thingy yet. I haven't had time.
It's okay. It's been around since the 70s. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, for sure. John Le Mesurier died in 1983, age 71. Cirrhosis of the liver, stomach hemorrhage.
Oh, it's from drinking too much, I presume.
Drinking too much, yeah, I'm afraid.
Did he remarry after?
Private life. that's fine. I'm looking at Wikipedia here, so I'm not entirely 100% sure of the accuracy of this. And Tumbleweed,
Yeah.
second and third marriages. Yeah.
Oh, right. So he married twice more after, yeah?
Yeah. He, yeah, there's a film about Hattie Jacques' affair with the Cockney car dealer.
Make a
Yeah.
film about anything, won't they?
Yeah, they will. There's an awful lot about this. An awful lot of these films. Can we get anything original? Is anything much original being produced? You know, it's digging over the past, like we spoke when we had Stan Laurel. They've made a film about called Oliver Stan and Ollie. So it's raking over the past. It says something. It says that we've stopped. The culture seems to have stopped. Is this too dramatic to say that? You know, and it's just reruns and remakes.
Yeah, I think they're got to a point now where they're just playing safe. I think to be honest, to their own detriment, because you know they're just rehashing old stuff and doing sequels and remakes, and it's kind of like there's not a lot of new stuff coming out, which is what we need.
Yeah,
some new stuff, and I guess the people writing the stuff are not getting the recognition, or they're just considered too much of a risk, or I don't know what it is. Maybe situation in Hollywood is something to do with it. Hollywood's collapsing as well, isn't it? That they certainly not. So they certainly had their golden years. They're long gone.
A lot of the remakes, though, that come out of Hollywood, they've certainly had their golden years. My God, it was so good at one stage. A lot of the remakes that are coming up from Hollywood is because of what's the word? It's like copyright. It's basically they own the rights to the story, so they don't have to pay to get the rights to a particular story. They just continue it. That's why we've got loads of remakes. That's why we've got Alien Earth now is out now, I believe.
Yeah, it's like I said, they're playing it safe because they're not willing to splash the cash, probably because they don't have it anymore. They don't have as much as they used to.
That's right.
But yeah, there is a new film coming out. Kind of sort of interested in seeing what it's like, but I've heard it's not very good. It's a sequel to Spinal Tap, which I love. The original Spinal Tap is just a classic. It's an absolutely fantastic film, especially if you're a musician, because there's a lot of musician jokes in there. But, but Spinal Tap 2 is coming out, and I don't know if it's going to be any good. I fear that it won't be, as most of these things turn out not to be. So
I know.
I hope it doesn't tarnish the reputation. That probably will.
I know.
What is it? Are they trying to redo the old one and make it for today's audience, or is it something completely different?
No, it's. I mean, they're all old guys now, so it's kind of like they've been forced into doing one last tour, and getting the band back to. So it's not a remake really. It's just a sequel kind of thing. But I mean, the first one came out in the early '80s, so this is like, how long ago was that? We're talking.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, 30 or 40 years ago. It's like, I don't hold out much hope it's going to be any good. Probably have a couple of funny moments in it, but nowhere near as good as the original.
No. And do you know what's amazing about that film? I don't think any of them were English, but they managed, or maybe one was, but they managed that whole English thing. Amazing. I don't know how they did that.
The English accents were perfect.
Absolutely perfect, which is unusual.
Yeah, at the time it was. Nowadays, not so much. But yeah, all three of them, like Christopher Guest, Michael McKean, and Harry Shearer, the three main guys, all American. And when I first watched it, I didn't know any of those actors, and I just assumed they were English.
I was going to say, I've always assumed it was English. Yeah.
And a lot of that was ad libbed as well. A lot of the dialogue, which kind of adds to the how good it was.
Yeah. it's amazing. American actors. I mean, obviously, we all over here, we all talk about Dick Van Dyke and his Cockney accent, and disastrous but funny. You know, it's charming in a way.
Yeah,
In Mary Poppins,
Yeah.
yeah. It was absolutely shocking. You know, hello, Mary Poppins. And it was a sort of weird, weird hybrid.
It was a weird kind of nowhere kind of accent, wasn't it? It was like, where's that guy from?
I know. You said, what the hell?
How did he become a Cockney chimney sweep?
He was a great hoofer, and song and dance man. So I get it, and it doesn't detract from the film either. So
no,
but yeah, Americans have got pretty damn good at doing English accents. They've always struggled with it, whereas we're good at American accents. Obviously,
Well, some of us not. Hoskins isn't or wasn't.
Hoskins, no, he did.
Yeah.
He made a fair fist of it in that cartoon.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. He's all right.
I don't know about a fair fist. It was pretty dodgy, that American accent.
It was a bit dodgy. His Cockney came out through too much. I know. But people like Idris Elba getting that Baltimore dialect accent, amazing. In The Wire.
I never really saw that, but
no, I haven't really, just bits, but the accent is pretty damn good.
Another one which was quite impressive was Damian Lewis in Band of Brothers, where he played what's the guy's name? Winters, Dick Winters. Winters, and his American accent I thought was really good. Yeah.
So it can be done. Done.
Yeah.
On both sides of the pond.
I think these days they really make sure that they nail accents if they're doing an accent. Whereas back in the old days, it wasn't too much of an issue really.
No, I mean dialogue coaches as well are proliferated. So
Yeah. Anyway, let's do some jokes.
Oh God! I mean, yes.
Vivian, did you just wee a little bit then when I said that?
Well, I've just run out my store of jokes. It's bloody awful, but
you need to look up and find some more. This is the whole point.
I suppose so. Yeah.
I suppose so. All the enthusiasm, it's overwhelming.
Yeah,
I heard a good one this week, which was why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
I don't know.
Because they lack toes.
Oh no.
Oh, that's all right, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you call an alligator in a vest?
Oh, an alligator in a vest. No, go on.
An investigator.
Oh yes, investigator. yes.
Got it.
Was it that difficult?
No, it wasn't. But I was just going through my mind was the word crocodile, and I was thinking, how does that? But then I'm thinking, no, they're not alligators. Like, all right. Anyway, moving on. Maybe I'm joking myself.
You're what? Sorry.
A joke in myself.
No, not at all.
Well, yeah, like.
Come on, Viv, you're just stalling for time now, aren't you?
Yeah, I know. No, go on 4D. Go on 4D. We go cover me.
I was going to say, what was it? Why do oysters share their Why don't oysters share their pearls?
Their pearls? I don't know.
Because they're shellfish. You can tell I turned to an animal jokes list on my computer.
I've just thought of a couple actually, and you're gonna know it. Oh God, I'm gonna mess this up. I'll do the other one. Okay. Right, two cats are having a swimming race. One's called 1, 2, 3, and the French cat's called 1, 2, 3. Which cat won? 1, 2, 3, because 1, 2, 3 cat sank. Get that?
No. Oh. That is horrifically contrived.
Oh, yeah. I really am sorry to the world about that one.
That was so bad, it was good. That's all I can say.
Yeah, yeah.
It is a question. What's the best thing about Switzerland?
Go on.
I don't really know, but the flag is a big plus. Well, we tend to laugh more at our reactions to the jokes than the jokes themselves, I think.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I edit it, that we laugh more. I get more of a reaction from what we. Oh yeah, what you just said anyway.
Yeah.
I used to play in a band called the Radiators. We were just a warm-up band.
I know what page you're on, Bronze.
Do you? I'm not on any.
Are you on? Aren't you? Oh,
Not now.
because I'm on a page called Revolution Bars. I'm desperately trying to search for jokes. You're
Oh,
not
do I
on
keep-
that one because you had that. They've got that one. Just after you said that, I saw the Switzerland joke. You're not on that, no? Okay.
No, I
Okay.
think there's probably when you look for dad jokes, there's probably a lot of them which appear in a lot of the different pages. To be honest with you,
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I gave away all my dead batteries today, free of charge.
Ah. Mm. Oh, I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, fellas, help me out.
See, it's getting bad now because all three of us are just looking on the internet for jokes because we've all run out of jokes.
Yeah,
I know.
We never were really a font of jokes to start with.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's
We
a fair
did
one.
start off the one, so I genuinely started of all my dad jokes that I used to tell my kids. But I think I've run out of them. I think so.
My problem was I always thought I only know dirty jokes or jokes that you can't say anymore. That's half my problem.
Here's one. Police want to interview a man suspected for a string of robberies wearing stockings and suspenders. However, the police chief has insisted they wear their new normal uniforms.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Okay, let's find some other ones.
Does a storm cloud wear under his raincoat?
Yeah.
Thunderwear.
Oh, these are really appalling. We've really just scraping the bottom of the barrel here, aren't we? Are we?
A bit low on my joke.
There you go. Photon checks into a hotel. Clark asks, "Can I take your luggage?" Photon says, "No, I'm traveling light."
That's a good one. Yeah.
No, I don't think. I don't mean to say we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, but the joke thing, I'm going to have to up my game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of getting a few in hand before we start. That's all it comes down to.
I think you're right.
This is not really a joke. This is more of a clever thing. But there was a man on a boat with a packet of cigarettes, but nothing to light them with. So he took out one of the packet and threw it overboard. And then the entire boat became a cigarette lighter.
Oh,
I see. Yeah, that's a bit. Oh, that took me a bit of time.
I see.
Okay,
that's quite an intellectual one, I think, or is it?
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling I've outstayed my welcome here.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I do have another one. It's a little bit long. It's a little bit long. If you wanna hear it.
Yeah, go on then. Go on.
Okay. Man walks into a pub and he orders 3 pints of Guinness. And the barman says, "Are they all for you?" And the guy says, No. There's one for me. I've got a brother in Australia and I've got a brother in the USA. And every Sunday we each go into a pub and we order 3 pints of Guinness, one for each of us. And it's almost like we're having a drink together." And the barman's like, "Oh, okay." So the guy comes in next few Sundays, orders 3 pints of Guinness. Then one Sunday he comes in, he only orders 2 pints of Guinness, and the barman fears the worst, and he says, "Oh, don't tell me one of your brothers has passed away." Guy says, No, I've just given up drinking.
That's good though. Yeah.
I was going to say that was a long joke for nothing, but okay.
Oh,
For nothing. All that effort.
God.
I put a lot of effort into that one.
Oh, I did as well.
Just cast aside.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's 10:30 now, by the way.
Oh, damn it! You're right. Which day's the strongest anyway? Do you know? Anyone know?
Which day's the strongest?
Which days?
Saturday and
days?
Sunday.
Yeah, you know. The rest are weekdays. Yeah. Okay. Good night, gents.
Yeah.
On that note, all the best.
Yeah. So, Fordy, let me know about Saturday.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying to Bronze that I'm quite chuffed. I went into town today.
Is anyone there?
Oh, can you not hear us?
Oh, Viv, are you?
You've unmuted yourself, but muted us.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can.
You can't hear us, apparently.
Hello.
Actually, I'll type.
Hello.
I'll let him know in type. Oh, and mind you won't be able to see it.
We might.
Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Actually,
that's
better.
Can
you hear us?
That's better. Yeah, I can hear you.
There you go.
Yeah.